Kind of an odd mix of the ass end of a Mitsu Galant with the front clip from a BMW 3. Yeah. And it's strangely missing in tech in an almost there kind of way. But it's a barn burner, and I gotta tell you, I kind of like this Pontiac G8 GT. Let's go find out why. What technology this car offers is centered right there in a head unit that looks really promising. But promising is about all it is. 6.5-inch LCD, but no nav. Not standard, not optional, not ever. That's just the audio system. And I gotta tell you, it's a good looking thing. A clear, large fonted display, but getting around's a little odd. If you go to the menus here, it's frustratingly like Porsche, where you've got to roll up and down to things, click, select, click out, go back to exit. This makes me crazy. The guts of this is a 290-watt amplifier. It's Blaupunkt branded, as you can see, which is pretty rare. I don't recall another Blaupunkt in-dash from a factory. You've got a 6 CD changer up here, which will handle MP3 discs, AM, FM. There's no real iPod adapter. You got to live with your auxiliary jack, which is fine, but rather dumb. And you don't have any of the more elaborate features like a rear view camera on this car, not even Bluetooth on this 08. That's going to be an 09 model year option, and even then it's going to be late year availability. But all of that's peripheral to what this car is all about. The G8 is a muscle car. Under the hood of our GT is a 6-liter aluminum V8 dual overhead cam, 365 horse, 381 foot-pounds. 0 to 60 is about a 5.3 second blast, and the power is quite available even though you're hemmed in to a one-choice only 6-speed automatic. That's a shame. If this were a manual gearbox, we'd be going nutty right now. Instead, we're having a nice full-powered drive, but with none of that snappy, crisp powertrain control that I really want with this power plant. That said, driving this automatic is not the worst I've ever had. I mean, there are much slushier, less precise automatics on the market. You've got a shiftable gate over here on the right, no paddles. I tell you, I'm seeing so many cars now that are eschewing the shift paddles. I think we're seeing a fade in the industry right now. Forward for an upshift, back for a downshift. It's a little slow on the uptake. I wish it was a real snappy automatic, but it isn't bad. Now, if you're wondering what this is related to in the Pontiac showroom, not much. This comes from General Motors' Holden division. That's an Australian brand, an Australian division of GM, and down there this is called the Commodore. Luckily, it's called the G8 in America, so the dork factor has been scrubbed off, at least in terms of naming. Now, in spite of this car's big displacement, high horsepower, and biggish package, the economy on it, it's not bad. 15 city, 24 highway. And by the way, they accomplished that highway number partly due to cylinder deactivation. So you're not running on all 8 when you're loafing down the freeway. Now, pricing a G8 GT is a simple affair. It's basically 30 grand and that's it. There are no tech options and not a whole lot of tech standard either. But for another 800 bucks out of pocket, you can go buy a great GPS nav device, stick it on the windshield, go get a Bluetooth kit, and realize you've got a tech toy of a different kind, one that displaces 6 liters and sounds great.